Okay, you guys ready to throw that? I'm gonna throw that what's it called on.
No, go ahead. We ready on you.
Okay, here we go. It's gonna start right now.
Oh my god, new headphones.
Do you?
My little baby ears.
All right.
Tell us what we need silence.
Before I start talking about the Grammy, I want to give a shout out to the Funny Don't Stop show too. Young, I see you hip to it. They be killing it every week. The show is hosted by Alex Thomas. Me and my lovely wife, we always listen to Alex Thomas and the Funny Don't Stop show on Tuesday. The Funny Don't Stop show comes on 8 to 9:30 every week. What more can I say to you? Them niggas on that show straight crazy. I like the dude on there, Savvy, Sad, crazy chick named Darren, DJ Dan. Jigga like it, you should too. I make sure every Tuesday around 8 o'clock I got the Dash Radio app up to listen to these crazy niggas on the show. They be saying all kind of crazy shit on the show. It's fucking hysterical. Blue be listening. When we put the twins to sleep, me and my lovely wife B, we listen to the show. The Funny Don't Stop show. Yo B, the Funny Don't Stop show is all we need in this life percent. Just download the free Dash Radio app and listen like me and B.
I'ma press play every time.
The Funny Don't Stop show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, Funny Don't Stop show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey.
My name is Halo Thomas, and you're listening to the Funny Don't Stop show.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What's up?
That's my girl Halo, 4 years old now. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for Halo, 4 years old.
4, man.
Did time not fly by?
Time is flying.
Oh my God, she's in jujitsu class now.
Oh man.
Yeah, she just killed her little dance recital. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
She's growing up so fast, man. It's crazy. You know, like I would always hear people go, "Oh, she's 2, turning 22." No, my daughter is literally 4, going on 24.
right.
Time is really flying by.
They used to say that about me when I was little too.
Isn't that crazy?
They have she's got an old soul.
Yes, she does. She does. What's up, everybody? My name is Alex Thomas, the host of the
Funny Don't Stop show.
Yes.
Let's go.
And everybody knows, you know, this is not a solo effort. Every single week, I got an amazing cast of friends and co-host. I'm gonna start to my left here. This young lady goes by the name of Dara.
Yeah.
Dara G.
The one and only.
Yeah, that's right. I should hear some claps.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dano,
Come on, Dano.
can we just take a
own
moment
it.
to give Dano a round of applause yourself?
Right,
Yes.
Dano,
Yes.
we appreciate you,
Dano.
brother.
Yeah.
My God.
It took us 17 goddamn weeks to get some claps.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
Jesus
We're here.
Christ.
We're here. We're doing it.
Good morning.
Come on.
Good morning to you
morning.
too.
How are you, Dara?
I'm doing fantastic.
You look like you got a tan, like you was in another country or something.
I wasn't. I was in the country. Damn near. I was in Northern Cali.
Northern Cali. What part of Northern Cali?
I was in the Grass Valley and Nevada City.
I saw a picture of you on the internet, and it really did look like you were in a grass valley.
No shit.
Was that weed or was that flowers around you?
Flowers.
You should have said both. You should have said both.
Yeah, you know, I got it. You know, yeah, exactly. It was flowers.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's
Combination.
It was a combination, yes. But you know, because back in the day, they called it grass.
Yes.
Do you smoke grass?
Yeah,
That's how you know somebody is over
As old as
45
hell.
years old. Right. You guys got any of that reefer? I got some reefer.
Are you smoking on the devil's lettuce?
The devil's lettuce.
The
Wow.
devil's lettuce. I have never heard that one.
Neither have
Never
I.
heard the devil's lettuce?
Devil's lettuce.
No.
That's
But I'll
some
tell
real
you what,
gangster shit.
it was so hot out there, it was the devil's butthole.
She's on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for Dara
I just want
in
to
the
give
building.
I want to give a shout out to my tan. My skin color is finally coming back after this damn winter.
Yes, and it is
I think it's the
really
heat.
hot right now in LA for
It's
the
hot
people
as
that
hell.
don't know. I was driving down Sunset today. I saw the devil drinking a Slurpee. I'm like, what? That's when you know it is hot.
That's
When
crazy.
the devil's like, hey, I am off for 2 hours. I need to cool the fuck off before I do some more damage.
Wow.
I'm on lunch break.
Right.
Took a lunch break.
Devil's like, nigga, I'm on my break.
Giving himself a brain
Big
freeze.
shout out to the man to your left, Mr. Savvy Amusing.
What's up, Savvy? All right.
What up, yo? What up?
Savvy, I know you've been out there ripping stages everywhere you go. How you been, bro?
Man, doing my thing. Had a hell of a weekend, man. Got to do a nice video comedy sketch with Alex Thomas, D-Lay, took my daughter to SeaWorld. Went there for the first time, man, and I'm telling you, bro, from going there, I was absolutely amazed, man. I saw like a sea lion dancing to Beyonce.
Wow. Damn. That's crazy.
And I've never been, bro, so I didn't know that you can train, an animal to do anything
to
like
shake their ass.
Man, that animal was twerking, all kinds of shit. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
So wait, what kind of animal was it?
It was a sea lion.
So it was a black sea lion?
Yes.
Well, that's why.
Did the sea lion have ass?
Man.
No, they don't have asses, man. They got tails.
They got tails.
Wow.
That's a fine tail.
But that's the same as an ass, ain't it? A tail.
It is. My mom used to call it a tail.
So my question to you, Savvy, when you said, is it your first time or was it your child's first time?
Both of us.
That's a real black
I ain't
family
never
right
been,
there.
man.
That nigga is 30. First time going to Disneyland.
I ain't never been. We went to 2 places, Magic Mountain and Chuck E. Cheese, nigga. I ain't seen
And you ain't never been to
Wow.
Chuck E. Cheese in your life either, have you?
Yeah,
No, just fucking with you.
No, stop. You knock it off, Alex.
I think we should all do a Chuck E. Cheese event. All of us at the deck.
That would be dope.
Can we do a Chuck E. Cheese
We
event?
need to do that just for the hell of it.
And
They
bring,
got the
bring
bomb
a couple of
pizza.
Yeah,
bottles.
they pizza on point,
Yeah,
though,
that
bro.
pizza is the bomb.
But did your kid have a good time at SeaWorld?
Man, she had a ball, bro. She had a ball. She was flipping out on some of the things she saw because we went to the whale breakfast. And
All
them
right, tell us
whales-
about the whale breakfast.
Bro, look, let me tell you something. I ain't never seen a big ass whale, like 9,000-pound whale, jumped up on the damn. It was a glass window, right?
Right.
Here's your dinner table here for y'all that's watching on YouTube. Dinner table here, glass over here. The whale was jumping up and posing like a model, like it would jump up and just.
Wow.
So you saw a sea lion that twerked.
Imagine Free Willy jumping up on the counter and just.
They're like, what? Hey, girl.
Unbelievable.
So SeaWorld
bro.
has definitely stepped their game up.
They didn't step their game up. If y'all ever go to SeaWorld, take your kids to SeaWorld San Diego, have breakfast with the whales. If you think I'm lying, have it, and you'll see it happen.
That's so basically the whale could be on America's Next Top Models, what you trying to say.
On me. 9,000 pounds, and that's a baby.
And then you said the sea lion could twerk better than Black China, is what
Sea
you're trying to
Lion
tell me.
SeaWorld and got ratchet as hell. They got the animals twerking and posing and shit.
I got a
you
quick
gotta check it
question.
out.
I got a question because it's crazy you bring that up because in 2 weeks I'm doing something down in San Diego and I'm bringing my daughter and my son to SeaWorld. So I
Right.
need to know something.
Oh, yeah.
How much is it?
Right.
What's the ticket to get in?
Man, look, now you about to embarrass me.
No, it's okay because I need to hear the story.
But no, look,
Because I'm about to experience it. I need-
Okay, this is what it was, man. For the adults admission, they have. This is one of the only theme parks that have. Damn, I feel like Eddie Murphy when Michael Jackson asked him to fix the mic. Like Alex asked me, like I work here, nigga.
Oh, that's hilarious.
How much your ticket is, nigga? Shit. No, but
like if I wasn't taking my kids in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say anything. But I'm like,
Yeah.
we're talking as dads.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
real shit
Tickets
though,
are
man.
expensive,
For the adult tickets, if you want to eat all day, I think this is one of the only theme parks to do that, man. You could pay $95. They give you a wristband. You eat for free everywhere you go.
Okay.
You know, most theme parks aren't going to do that. Or you can pay
Never
your
heard that.
$70 admission for your ticket, and you got to pay for your food when you're in there. When your daughter or your child hits the age of, I think, 3, you have to pay for their ticket too. But
Jesus Christ.
but basically, man, I found out through Groupon that
Fuck yeah.
they had $45 tickets for adults,
Oh.
and I got in, and they also got discounts at Burger King for $20 off.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
You know what?
yeah.
I
So I
love.
got in.
I'm all for Groupon. I love it.
I got
love
on
a
that
good
Groupon so
Groupon.
fast.
Hey, the reason I ask is because Disneyland, for the people who don't know, because I took it for their second birthday.
Don't play.
Bro,
Expensive.
$280 per child.
That is a damn it's a college tuition.
Nigga, I bought 5 kids.
Right.
I
Oh
spent
my
$30,000 to get in that bitch. I had to take a loan out of my house just to bring some damn kids.
You have to get a second mortgage.
Come on to get a second. I had to refi. Oh, but I'm gonna take it to the next level. You just brought up food. How about Disneyland? Don't play that shit.
At all.
Disneyland, you can't bring a cookie. You can't bring Skittles.
Nothing from the
you
outside.
can't bring an apple. You cannot bring anything from the outside
Fuck
because
that.
they
They got it
want to
fixed.
make sure that you buy the Disneyland food where the fries are $37.
I just went to Disneyland
Fuck
about a
that.
month ago with 3 of us, and literally it was $1,000.
Yeah, he ain't
Oh,
even
yeah.
lying.
Serious?
No, Doc,
No
you're not
joke.
understanding.
$1,000?
It was $1,000 for 3 of us. By the time we ate, we did the fast pass, so you don't have to stand in line.
Yeah.
It was like $900 and some
Doc,
dollars.
the fries are
Jesus Christ.
$37.50.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the bad
A
part,
Coca-Cola was $74.33.
And the ketchup is $15.
Wow.
Nigga, I spent $500,000 on lunch.
Alex, but here's the fucked up part though, bro. They got the characters to where they who bang on you when they see it.
Oh, yeah.
Then you can't even bring milk, man. Like I tried to sneak my daughter in a milk bottle. Donald Duck walked up and flipped out.
Like it was Crips and Blood.
Man, that nigga was tripped out. Tripped the
He
fuck
got
out.
mad that you didn't buy the Mickey
Got
milk.
mad. Mickey Mouse was tripping. Hey, what are you doing with this shit?
I'm the queen of smuggling shit in theme
Can't
parks.
get it in there, man.
I always smuggle shit into
That's
theme
crazy.
parks and
they-
concerts.
but-
I sneak in Flask. You know, I went to what was it in Disney like back in like '95 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Smuggling in drugs and alcohol.
Well, you know,
funny.
Derry, you do have that crotch pouch.
I do. I stuck it
Channel
I've
knows
done
where
that.
you hide it.
I do. I put it right between my legs and I walk in like
Hello.
this.
But let me tell you,
But
Really
nowadays,
carefully.
females they have tampons.
I bought them.
That you can put
As a
alcohol,
flask.
that you can put
Yeah.
That you can put
alcohol
what?
in.
Yeah.
That you can
Yeah,
put
I bought it.
alcohol
I'm
in.
a hurt
That's
you.
right. Done.
No, he's serious.
You never seen that?
That's
What?
true. I bought it from my
Wait,
sister.
one at a time.
Yeah.
No, he's right.
Yeah,
So
there's
you
a-
can put Hennessy in your tampon.
There's like 5 tampons, and it's like in a tampon box, and you can put alcohol
Oh,
in
because
there.
they're thinking that that's the last place the
But,
popos
but
gonna
even
mess
if you
with.
look, it looks like a tampon. You're
Yeah,
not
it's
going
like
to
a
take it
tampon.
out.
It's a funny
Wait a
gimmick.
minute.
It's a funny gimmick joke. I bought it for my sister, and I bought her like a 5-pack, and it comes in the tampon box.
Right.
And my sister is infamous. She's
Yeah, don't
such
put
a
one of
fucking
those in the
gangster.
pussy.
Wait a
my
minute.
sister. My sister. No, let's simmer down.
LAX with it through
I was
TSA with that shit.
I'm sure you could.
You probably
I'm
could.
wait. I got to say something to you, Dara, though, because when you said that you were able to smuggle shit, let me tell you how gangster they are at Disneyland right now.
Oh, for
As
real?
of 4 months ago.
They're doing a little pinky swipe.
When I-
Let me smell your finger.
No, Oh no, they're taking
Bend
it to
over
a new
and
level.
cough.
They take it to a new level. They
Oh,
make
my
you
God.
Bend over and
dump
cough.
all your bags.
Yeah.
They made us jump all the strollers. I don't know if you guys saw. How many people saw Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah, I
Yes,
saw
yeah.
it.
You
My
saw
brother
the
was in that.
scene when the cops pulled up on the studio and had all the niggas up against the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, Torrance.
Just imagine that scene, and they had 11 5-year-olds up against the wall at Disneyland. Spread them. I don't care if you're crying. Yeah, right, you're 6.
You little fucker. Spread 'em.
They were doing cavity checks
Wow.
to make sure we didn't
Terrible.
bring sandwiches
Yeah.
into Disneyland.
Savage.
All right,
Jesus
ladies and
Christ.
gentlemen, we are starting off a great. Were you gonna say something real quick?
No, go ahead. I was like, moving forward.
Moving forward, right after cavity checks.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, to my right, the man that knows the answers to everything. Fact Man. Said Brass in the
Said
building.
Brass.
What up, Said? Big round of applause for Said Brass.
Thank you. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
You look like you've been in the gym, brother.
No, man, no.
The
no.
shirts are getting smaller every week, brother.
I was trying to channel my inner Raul today.
Your inner Raul. How you feel, Said?
I'm good, man. I'm actually glad everybody's back, man. I missed y'all last week, man.
Man, speaking of last week, can I just give you a compliment of how great you did as the
appreciate
backup
it, man.
quarterback?
Man,
you
I
understand
appreciate
me?
it, man.
Good job.
I appreciate it, man.
I'm Brett Favre. You were Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
you took
yeah.
over. I think I was scared for my job
I
last week.
appreciate it, man.
Nigga, you did a better me than me,
Man,
goddammit.
I appreciate it, man.
You did
I
a
really
great
appreciate
job.
it.
And a big shout out to the 3 people that sat in for us last week. Stephanie
Yeah.
Tejada,
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
boy,
Stephanie.
who else was on
Deshaun.
there? Deshaun Ross
Yes.
and Brett Riley. They did a
Yeah.
great
Great
job.
job.
Yeah.
Me,
They
Dara,
did.
and Said we're off,
They did.
working, but we big round of applause.
Yeah,
Big round of
Yeah,
applause.
yeah. Big
Gang,
shouts out
gang.
to them, man.
And over to the right, we got the world famous DJ Dano. What up,
Yo,
DJ?
What world?
Dano?
What? What's up? What's up?
Give
What's
yourself
up?
a big round of applause.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I
You
can't.
did some
I put-
extra shit.
I had to come with
He
it.
got
DJ
the
style,
sound effect-
baby.
He got the sound effects for itself.
You got
Right.
that.
Really?
Do you play with your sound effects at night, motherfucker?
All
He's
day,
been
man.
practicing this shit because I checked on the when I was in the middle of the woods last week. I checked on the show.
the middle of the
I was in
woods.
I really was. I was in the middle of the woods last week, and I was
Middle
following.
of the
There's no TV or anything, so I was like, oh, let me just pass on. I
But you
checked out
got
the show.
Wi-Fi in the weed forest.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So you guys did a great job. Said you did a good job.
Oh,
and
thank you,
Dano,
Dara.
and Dano, you were on point. I'm like,
Yeah,
how
man.
the fuck is he on point for them? Huh?
Because
Huh?
okay. Listen, let me explain.
All right, let's hear
Let me
it.
explain.
Tell us why it took 17
Dano,
episodes to get some
You
claps
saw how-
together.
Okay.
She is telling the truth, Dan.
No, I know it's true. No, I'm not going to disagree. I
Okay.
agree
Talk to
because
us.
what
I
it
was-
is, I got
I
this
was-
new program right here that has all the cue points right on my keyboard. So I got.
So what
access to
happened was-
everything. What will happen now is everything is on point.
Here we have it.
I
Big round of
understand.
applause for DJ Dano. ladies and gentlemen.
That's bullshit, but okay. nice.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, my God. I love it. This is good mayhem up in this
I
motherfucker.
kind of missed the delayed Dano though.
Right.
You
No,
know?
but that's okay because we
He's
need
still
him to
here.
be on point. That's a good
That's
thing.
good. It's
I'm
good.
on
It's good.
point.
Big shout
Thank
out
you.
our producer in the building, Doc. What up, Doc? How you
Hey,
doing,
hey,
Doc?
hey,
black and yellow,
Always
black and
matching,
yellow, black
looking
and yellow.
super fly and fresh. How you
Look
feel,
here.
brother?
It's all good, man. Everybody's back, so we
Come
good.
on, man. We
good.
about to do this thing.
What's up, man?
And of course, we got our audio visual man in the building to make sure everybody's looking good. I need everybody to roll their tongues at the same time. What up, Raul? Hey, Raul, I just got to say, brother, the show is just getting better and better every week. I love how you guys, it's like people are hitting me up, friends and family, like, y'all motherfuckers got a real show going on. I'm like, but you thought this shit wasn't real? Thought we were just wasting time and fucking shooting the breeze and shit? No, this is real talk. And a big shout out to Dash Radio. We really appreciate at
Yeah.
Marcus King Presents
Yep.
Dash Comedy on Dash Radio every single Tuesday night. If you are not hip, we need you guys to download the free app. How much is it?
Free.
How much is that?
Free 99.
Okay, but how much is that?
That's a discount.
Okay, would that be zero?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. So all you got to do is go on your smartphone and download the free app, Dash Radio app, and just chime in every single Tuesday night. And everything you hear us talk about, I don't care what it is. If something touches your heart, if something tickles your fancy, if something just makes you want to talk, give us a call.
Tickles your fancy.
Tickles your fancy.
Tickles your balls.
You old as a motherfucker.
But
Tickle your
tickles your
fancy.
fancy. I had to throw that in there.
All right.
Tickle your fancy.
Or Jermaine Jackson.
I know. Somebody's gonna Google that shit. That nigga said, "Tickle your fancy." What is a fancy? Okay.
And if it tickles your pickle.
Yeah, there you have it. 310-986-6610. One more time. 310.
986-6610.
Hey, we got to give a big RIP to Bushwick Bill, you guys.
Oh, do we?
That's very sad, man.
Yeah,
That was very sad. He was, a legend in his own right. You know what I mean? He was a part of one of the fabric of hip hop. If you know anything about hip hop, obviously the younger generation. If you're not hip, hey man, Ghetto Boys, Houston, Texas. You know what I mean? Willie D, Scarface. That was a big part of hip hop. What's your feeling on that? Say it,
Man,
you're a hip hop.
come
man,
on,
too, like me.
connoisseur. I lived in Houston for a while. And then, of course, man, I shot you that text once we found out. I was
Yeah,
like, man,
man.
we used to do the Tuesdays
At the Ha Ha, yeah.
Yep.
Right.
before. And Bushwick Bill came through one of the Tuesdays at the comedy spot.
He actually came a
on
couple
stage.
of times.
And on the anniversary night when I was there.
You were there that night,
Yep,
right?
yep.
So he loved comedy, man.
sweetheart.
He had a good soul, man. He was battling his health issues, but our condolences go out to his family and everybody that was Ghetto Boys, Bushwick Bill fans. You know what I mean? So
He tried. It was kind of cool. He tried to do like a little Nipsey Hussle too.
Yeah.
He went in the studio and like recorded a bunch of music.
No, he did to leave for his family.
To leave
for
he
his
did
family.
he did
to
a
create
bunch
a
of
legacy
music.
for his
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, so
that-
get out
that's
those
really,
residuals.
that's really dope.
Yeah, that was really dope, man. That was sad, man. But were you a Ghetto Boys fan at Bushwick Bill at all, Dara?
Yeah, it was. Actually, me and Ghetto Boys and Trick or Treat and
Yeah.
I have a funny story. Years ago, I think it was in '97. Bushwick and I were smoking a joint. And
That's cool. That's cool.
It was me, because I was working with the whole team of music. We had MCs, I sang, and we had a whole crew and a whole clique, and we all got together with him. We hung out for hours, and he would just tell us the best stories. He told us the story of when he died and he was in the body bag. When he's rapping about it, he told us everything, and he told us fun stories of when he took his eye out and would chase Pac around.
Is
the
that
room
not
with the box.
hilarious?
He would tell us the best stories.
I didn't know he could just take it out like it was a marble.
Yeah, he said he could take his eye out, and he used to go. He said he used to run around and chase Tupac with it, like
Yeah, that would be a scary thing to see a little 3'3" motherfucker running around with you.
We had the
He
best
was
time.
cool. We always joked and talked shit about him, so
Yeah.
I know that's what he would love to this day, man. He would love. In fact, you check out my Instagram in a few days. We got an exclusive actual interview that we did that was never shown before with me and Bushwick.
That's dope.
And Raul shot it in there. So we're gonna upload that. And
can't wait to see that.
Yeah. I got to give a big shout out to my boy Evan Lionel out of Chicago. We got a big show coming up this weekend in Lancaster. So all my fans out in Lancaster, California, this Friday, it's going to be like a pre-Father's Day show. And it's going down. It's a blue denim comedy show. Only black folks have goddamn themes to go see a goddamn comedy show. Right? But I got to give a big shout out to everybody out there in Lancaster. So if you need tickets, hit them up 661-951-9510. That's 661-951-9510. Also, Colorado Springs. A lot of people ain't never been to Colorado Springs, but it's a big black community in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Is it?
It actually is. Believe it or not, big, but there's enough of us that there's a small black neighborhood.
4.
Yeah. Wow. But every time I do shows out there, it's a mix. You done shows out there too, Doc?
When I went, I only saw Terrell Davis. That was it.
Well, that's Denver. Remember, he was a legend there with the Broncos.
Yeah. Right. That's the only black person I saw.
Are you really serious?
Yeah,
now, what were you out there doing?
We had a show. At the time, I was managing the R&B group Troop.
Oh, okay.
So besides us, it was Terrell.
Shut up.
I didn't see no black people.
How long ago was that?
Oh, wow. This has to be about 10 years ago.
Yeah, there's been 13 more black people since. There's a small community with 26 niggas now. So they all are coming to the show. On the 20th, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to get your tickets at eventbrite.com. Yes. It is going down. My boy Ryan Evans is the host, and every time I get out to Colorado Springs, I sell the shows out, and they come out. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up. I got to give a big shout out to all the daddies out there because guess what? It's Father's Day this Sunday. Big round of applause.
Shout out to all the fathers.
Father's Day. Father's Day. We got a couple daddies in this house. Congratulations, Savvy.
Daddy Shark.
How's it feel to be a daddy?
Oh man,
talk to these people,
man. I've been rocking it 4 years. Fatherhood is the best hood a man can ever claim, homie. It's real, man. It's
he banged on
him. It's the hood, homie.
Man, it's the best hood you can ever claim is fatherhood, man.
Now give me details. What's so great about being a dad, man? Because I know what it feels for me, but I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, man, one thing that's great for me, man, is when I was 2 years old, I lost my father to pancreatic cancer, man.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man. And so I have very, if no remembrance of him at all, man. And I said that, you know, if I would be blessed to be a father and blessed with good health, man, I'll make sure I'm there every step of the way, man.
Absolutely.
So I'm just continuing the legacy that he wished he could have continued with me with mine, man. So I've been doing it 4 years now, and hopefully I got many more years to come with it.
Come on, man. That's good,
man. So it is,
man.
and so it shall be.
Yeah, yes, that's what's up. That's what's up. Big round of applause for that. You know what I mean? That's why I started the Black Dads Club. Everybody always sees me talk about hashtag Black Dads Club. Now, obviously, shout out to all fathers, no matter what nationality, no matter what race you are. It's very important to be there as a dad. But the reason why I'm just so pushing this topic, because I hate the stigma. I hate the bad taste in my mouth that they, you know, you always hear about black men and we could just make kids, but we're not there to take care of them.
Right.
I'm trying to show people that, hey, man, you can still be cool. You can still be fly. You can still be fun, but take care of your children. Take care of your family. It's super important. These women, they have such a tough job. I can't thank my wife and my mother-in-law and the people in our family that help us so much, and it's still great, but I see how tough it would be if I wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes every once in a while, all the fellas listening right now, man, take the kids out on your own. Say, baby, go get your hair and nails done. Go chill. Go get a spa day or something. Because
go do nothing, you know?
Yeah, don't do nothing. Just go lay out on the beach or something, and I'm going to take care of these kids today. So, I mean, obviously, women are amazing. My wife is the glue that keeps our families together. You know what I mean? But dads, it's important, and I want you guys to call in right now. I want there to be some dialogue. 310-986-6610. If you are a black dad and you take care of your kids and you enjoy being in your children's lives, hit us up. I want to know why. We need to start this talk. I want to make this as cool as everything else. You know, a lot of times when I'm looking on social media and dudes that I know, I'm not putting nobody out there. I'm not gonna say names, but dudes that I know are dads. I know got kids. you will never see a picture of him on their Instagram.
Oh.
But you will see big booty hoes, and you will see his new tattoo on his neck.
That's whack.
You gonna see a nigga shooting
That's
dice.
whack.
But what about? Are you not proud of it? Are you hiding that? Are you gonna go make some more kids and hide them also? I'm just saying. I'm not putting nobody on blast. I'm just saying, hey man, I hate the stigma that black men are deadbeats.
Right.
Let's take care of our kids. Let's make that cool also.
Word.
What's your feeling on that, Sid?
Well, it kind of makes me think of a couple things actually. As you're talking, that was like a good sermon. We need to pass the plate around for Alex.
Hallelujah, praise God. Black Dads Club.
Really, but no, I was. Thank you, Dano.
Dano.
Shut up.
Now we just need some Mickey Mouse music in the background and shit.
Dano's getting cocky about it. He's like, oh, stop.
He's like,
exactly.
there's much more where that came from. You think
I
Hallelujah was something?
I got a few tricks up my sleeve.
That's what I'm talking about. Go for it,
I
Sid.
do this every week.
Right. I'm listening, Sid.
I'm a hip hop head, man. It actually makes me think of that song Edo G and the Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah. Tell them what song that was.
Be a father to your child.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I used to rap the hell out of that song. I know, Savvy, you probably don't know about that. That's old school.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I know. Go look it up after the show, man. Edo G and the Bulldogs, Be a Father to Your Child.
Yeah,
it's probably up there lyrically with Dear Mama and Tupac. I know Pac fans don't get mad at me, but just lyrically about being a father, it's a great lyrical song, man. It's old school hip hop 80s songs. But yeah, man, my father's still in my life, so I feel really blessed for the fact that my dad and mom are still married.
Yeah.
And my father.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
My father's still there, present. They actually text me just a couple hours ago.
Well, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? And I hope your family's listening. They did a great job.
Ah, man, I appreciate it.
Because you ended up being a great man.
Man,
you know
I
what I
appreciate
mean?
that,
And
man.
that means that's one thing. That's a compliment I love. Every blue moon, somebody will come up to me and just go, you know what? I could tell you were raised right.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was
There
taught
you
to love people, to respect people.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just what that was. It was instilled in me. And I want to make sure that I instill that into my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
teaching them. My son is only 1 year old. 1 year old. My is 4. But I feel like I'm instilling with my wife. We're instilling certain values that are just going to stick, I feel. Because I see it every once in a while. I see, they don't really initiate it, but if I say hello, say hi, they say hi. I say thank you, they'll say thank you.
Right.
Teaching them how to shake hands, look people in their face, you know what I mean?
Common courtesy.
Common courtesy, stuff that they're just going to be able to take in their lives.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So that's important. And the same thing, I'm very fortunate that, my dad's in my life also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My parents divorced 10, 15 years ago, so that didn't work out. But still, man, they were there, and that meant a lot. So when I hear all the stories of the brothers that I know, like it's so crazy, cats my age that are grandfathers already.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they started and shout out to the women out there that had to be mama and daddy.
And daddy, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of powerful black women out
No
there and
question.
women of all colors that had to be there.
Yep.
So don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking women in any kind of way. I'm just saying, imagine if the dad and the father was there to help out. You know what I mean?
It helps a lot.
Raul doesn't have a mic, but Raul, I know you're a daddy also. You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't know that.
right,
So
Raul.
yeah, we're surrounded around that here. So, I just wanted to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? So again, give us a call, 310-986-6610. All right? We're moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, with the NBA Finals. Oh my God. This has turned out to be a dramatic piece of art. I hear. Well, Dano, what's the fart sounds for?
Was that
Yeah,
Dano?
Brother, you want to start it off?
I don't.
You got a problem with the situation right now, homie?
I don't watch. Sorry, I was just.
You don't watch?
Yeah, that's what I was.
He did all of that.
You haven't watched? Well,
He's just being a little sour puss over there.
Well, I'm just gonna start it off.
Wow.
I'm gonna just start it
Jeez.
off right away. If you are, I don't know if you're living under a rock or you don't know what's popping. Last night, unfortunately, Kevin Durant went down. All I can say is,
That
man, that dude.
hurtful.
It was
Painful.
beyond hurtful. But the bottom line is that man sacrificed his body and his career,
And
a
his
career
future-
that can
and his
end.
future.
And an injury that can end a career.
Yes.
He said, "I'm gonna come back 75% just to try to help my team out." And unfortunately, that happened. Here's the part. I'm gonna just set it up real quick before we get everybody in. This dude came out and hit every one of his threes. He was on pace to hit 40 that night.
Because he hit 11.
But for the fact that he gave him that jump start, that's the jump start they needed to hang on. Don't get me wrong. It went back and forth like a heavyweight fight, but I just feel so bad for him. And for the fact that those Toronto fans cheered when that man went down. I think it was tasteless.
Wow.
It was fucked up that they had to go there to wish the best player down for you to ever take. Now, more than anything, I really want those motherfuckers to lose.
Yeah. Wow,
I want the Warriors to come back.
You know, that's kind of. I mean, it's in bad taste.
It's rude.
But in a way, it's also giving him props because they know
very much so.
They know without him, like
there's going to be problems.
We got a chance to win with him not being there. It's unfortunate that it happened because he got injured, but it was in a way and done. They were respecting the fact of what he brings to the table.
Well, what's funny you said that because you always hear that with some of the greatest athletes of all time. Some of the greatest athletes of all time were always booed in the opponent in the opposite cities. So they took that as the ultimate respect.
Absolutely.
As the ultimate motherfucker, y'all scared of me. As the ultimate, you know if I'm not here, y'all can't do shit. But in this case, the Warriors did win a couple championships without KD.
It was just messed up because he got hurt.
And
what I did like was the fact that Kyle Lowry and one of the other players,
they were like, yo, calm the fuck down. Drake joined in also to be like, yo, we don't do that. Like, stop. Stop it.
Wow, I didn't see all this. I was on a plane last night.
That was dope that Toronto did that, but I still want their ass to lose.
What's your feeling about it? Savvy, amusing, the sports analysis like me?
Well, man, if I could tie it back back to when you hear me out and then you'll see where I'm going. Remember when the Lakers had grabbed Dwight Howard and he was coming off that back injury?
Yeah.
Well, Dwight Howard didn't play immediately, and I remember Kobe Bryant had an interview when he was like, man, you know, you just got to suck it up, man. And, you know, come out there and play. You know, put your big boy pants on and play. And when they interviewed Dwight Howard, he said, is Kobe Bryant a doctor?
Right.
He said, well, if he's not a doctor, then he's in no position to tell me when I feel legitimate enough to come out there and play. Now, make a long story short, man, Kevin Durant has been taking a high level of unfair criticism. Oh man, why didn't he play last game? He's walking around, he's not on crutches, his Achilles is fine. Why didn't he play? Why didn't he play? Then they rush the man back, it gets in his head, he goes out there and plays, and bam, and now he's probably put his great career in jeopardy because in desperation, Golden State needed him to win. So man, they threw so many stones at the man. I feel like he was pushed or felt somewhat obligated to go out there 75%, like Alex said, and do what he can do. And now
he's got motivation, though. Now that the team should have some motivation. Not only do it for our city, but let's do it for KD.
Yeah.
It's like you're fallen soldier.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
So to make a long story short, man, it sometimes, you know, when the king goes down, it's time for you to show, you know, represent for him, man, and go get your thing. And, you know, I believe when Kyle Lowry didn't make that shot, I believe that doomed the Raptors right there.
Yeah.
I believe their chance was last night. They didn't get it, and I think it's over.
Well, you know what I want to say? What I want to say, if there's any team in this league right now that can win 2 games in a row,
it's Golden State.
It's
Golden State.
Yeah.
What's your feeling, Sid?
Man, I think it's just a microcosm of really life, man. I look at basketball. I don't even watch. I haven't watched one game yet. I had a TV on mute, and I'm like working and doing.
And that's
something
because
I just got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm just not really interested in it. I'm more interested in the subplot of the NBA Finals more so than the game itself.
What's the subplot? What would subplot have to do with sports?
The subplot would be
this nigga here.
the
He's like, I more want to know about their shoestrings.
Yeah, no.
And what they're wearing under their shoes. Then
is that a gel foot pad or is that a cloth?
He's like, more than basketball, I want to know what's in the Gatorade.
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
I'm serious.
Did you have a juice?
The fact we got Kyle Lowry getting pushed by the owner.
We got that situation.
We'll get to that.
Right.
Then we also got, will the Golden State Warriors win with or without KD? Do they really need him? Do they don't need him? You got the Beyonce issue. We'll bring that up later. It's just like so many things going on with the NBA Finals, right?
It's great theater.
And that's basically what I'm saying. I'm more interested in the theater of it all.
I get you, and that's okay.
Than the actual sport itself.
But you know what that says? And I'm not knocking you for this.
Yeah, you are.
And I think I'm not knocking it when I say this.
Anytime anybody leaves that, I'm not knocking you.
And I don't mean that in a bad way.
No hate.
But for the fact that you said that, for the fact that he said that, like me and Savvy, I know for a fact I am what is literally called a sports fanatic.
Right.
So I'm watching all aspects. So everything you brought up, I'm talking about. That just tells me you're just not a fanatic like us.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because there's no way in the goddamn world I can turn mute on an NBA championship now. Even if you're at Buffalo Hot Wings, motherfucker, I'm like, can you turn that shit up, please? Yeah. Like, I need to hear what's going on. Don't get me wrong. Great theater, ABC. The entire world is watching. Speaking of that, the dude, the co-owner, Mark Stevens, he was fined $500,000 in a 1-year suspension. I know everybody, if you didn't see it,
what happened?
that month. So give you a long story. Lowry was diving for a loose ball, right? Doing what he's supposed to do. Jumped into the front row, you know, diving for a ball. And accidentally ran right into this dude's wife and a couple other people. Now, here's the thing. The co-owner, Mark Stevens, he was like 2 seats away.
Right. He wasn't even near.
Kyle Lowry didn't fall over
him.
He went right over to his wife and some other person. This dude reached over and like a hard shove at Kyle Lowry, like, what the fuck are you doing? Almost like, why'd you jump over here? Like, motherfucker, this is called a championship basketball game. That's the ball. I'm going for it to get this possession. Anybody in the whole history of sports period knows when you're in the front row, there's a chance you can get hit by a ball, you can get hit by a player. That's part of when you get front row seats, you are really a part of this, right?
Are you allowed to keep it? Are you allowed to?
No. You throw the ball.
It's not like
no, you can't keep the ball and go home there.
No. What I'm saying is because like baseball, you can you know.
You can't keep a basketball.
Like basketball is like you got to give it back.
How funny would that be? You see Dara running to the parking lot. My ball. The cameras would be following her ass.
I would take the fuck off too.
No. So long story short, you ain't supposed to be.
I had a blonde moment. I'm sorry.
That is okay. We love you for that.
I'm still fucking.
This is not a foul ball. This is not a foul ball.
But you know what, Alex? The thing is, and this is the subplot that I'm talking about, right? Yeah. This is nothing but a microcosm of life. The fact that you got white privilege. The fact that you calling them owners and you got players out there playing for them, and he feels like he can invade your space, your personal
But
privacy.
you saw when Kyle Lowry got in his face, a double thought came out because that motherfucker's like, if this nigga hits me, I might lose a tooth. Now, here's the part about it. Here's the crazy part. He got fined $500,000 and a whole year suspension. I bet that is the last nigga he puts his hands on. Because I bet he might not even give a nigga a high five anymore after that.
I don't think so.
You think he'll push another black man?
He's an owner. He feels entitled. Anybody that sits on the sideline and does that and acts any behavior. Also, when there's reports that Kyle Lowry confirmed last night that he was screaming and chanting at him the whole time, get the F out of here, get the F out of here the whole time, was actually verbally assault him. So to me, again, I know I'm so super deep and always intense all the time, but I look at it as just the ultimate microcosm of life. We deal with this on our jobs in white supremacy, and we got, as black men, have to set back and hold our emotions back and not react to when other people invade our space and say things to us that we don't
Mark Stevens is lucky that was not Ron Artest or Steven Jackson.
It would have been on.
Because that nigga would have stolen on him. He would have knocked his ass out, and he would have been like, I'm going to take the year off just to steal on your ass.
But you want to know
just so I can break your jaw, and you never touch me again. What you saying, Savvy?
What's so funny about that, to teeter off of what said, he's absolutely right. A lot of these owners do feel entitled. If you remember back when Donald Sterling, man, before they got him away from the Clippers, used to be like, hey, man, I buy my Clippers cars and I treat them good. And, you know.
He also called him, didn't Donald Sterling say something? I forgot.
Yeah, the N-word.
What happened? The N-word.
He called him several N-words. But the thing about it is the commissioner, this Adam Silver, don't mess around, man.
Yeah.
And he was saying something about, he's thinking about changing the name owner. Because he doesn't like the word they start
owner,
to feel like they own you at that point.
Like it's some slave shit.
Right.
Like it's like the team is actually a plantation.
Absolutely.
Well,
I own these five
give
niggas.
The commissioner the credit for that, but the Players Association is the one that's pressing them hard for that.
Right.
The players have been pressing
just
them
the word owner
hard.
is just on some,
that just don't sound right, man.
Some of the players are actually now talking. I think Draymond was like, I don't refer to him as the owner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In actuality, when you're talking business, he does own you. It's almost like saying, like if you work at Skittles, nigga, and I own it, I own you and the Skittles, nigga. As long as you're working.
No, he doesn't own them. They're employees. You know, he's a CEO.
He owns the intellectual property, but he doesn't own you.
Yeah,
and I actually, the funny part is, and I keep making this parallel to real life. I actually got into a big dispute with one of my supervisors at work, and he was right.
Would you love to see one of his discrepancies up at Budweiser?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, no,
Sarah walk in, kicking the door, and I'm just gonna pour this out on the floor, damn it.
Nah, I'm super buttoned up. I'm super buttoned up at work. But the gentleman and me, we were basically having a dispute over something. And he didn't have his points all together, but I documented everything. And so he came to me, he was like, well, at the end of the day, if your boss tell you to do something, you should do it. I said, hold on. Can you find to me anywhere in the handbook where I stated that I have a boss? Because I don't have a boss. I have supervisors, I have co-workers, but if you can find any documentation, and he was like, I'm your boss. I said, okay, if you can find—
Was this a white dude talking to you like that?
This is a white guy telling me he was my boss.
Of course.
Balls.
And I said, okay.
Yes,
well,
sir.
The gall of this honky.
So I said, if you can find me, let me know.
In 2019.
And you want to know where they get you with that though, Said? Because I feel the same way you do. I didn't used to refer to my supervisor as boss and didn't really do what he said do, depending on how he asked me to do it, you know? Because at the end of the day, you may be my supervisor or whatever, but we still grown men. Right. But they would always nail you with this insubordination. You don't do it, you're fired.
Right.
So that's why they feel like they're your boss, because if you don't do what I say do, it's insubordination and you're out of here.
It's a power trip.
Yeah.
Welcome to the corporate hour here on the Funny Don't Stop Show. If you don't like to be referred to as bosses or owners, hit us up, 310-986-6610. Let us know how you feel.
Let us know.
Can you please, you talked about it earlier, but can you please let everybody know that's not hip, the situation with Jay-Z, Beyonce, the shenanigans that happened in the front row on Game 4?
Game 3.
Game 3.
Yeah, that was another subplot. I told the story first. One of the owner's wives was sitting on one side of Jay-Z and Beyonce. Beyonce was sitting in the middle. Jay-Z was on the other side. Basically, simply put, the woman reached over Beyonce and was having a conversation back and forth with Jay-Z. And Beyonce was kind of not in the conversation, leaning back. So there was a point when Beyonce shifted her body and kind of shoved herself in.
I've done that shit before.
Between the two or whatever. And I mean, basically, Beehive went crazy. Black Twitter went crazy. And it was like, yo, look at Beyonce bossing up. To me, I kind of thought it was a little bit
They're just
too much.
overdoing it.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit too much. I think everybody's always looking for something. But that's what everybody always says to me. When I look at the iconography of what Beyonce has on in her images and what's in her videos. And then when I point out the symbolism of all the things that Beyonce has going on, I'm being too much. But when Beyonce actually does something, then the Beehive is like, oh, look at that.
So I have a question to you, Dara. So I know how it is as men, right? As men, if I'm going to talk to somebody and I have to talk over, I'm going to respect the person that you're with. Right. So I would be like, like say for instance, Will Smith's right there, Jada's right here. I'm just not going to talk to Will and act like you're not there.
Exactly.
So as men, we know that. So I don't know if she just wasn't hip to, hello Beyonce, how are you? I'm such and such as owner. At least say hi and then talk to Jay-Z. But when you act like she's not there at all, it's kind of like a disrespect.
No,
you think that was that the
situation?
situation?
We don't know.
I'm just curious what the lead up prior to that was.
Yeah, you don't know the context of the conversation.
Know.
And more importantly, again, it's white privilege. At the end of the day, you're not respecting the black woman right there. That is just like a man. When I'm
so you're saying the owner, the female owner, she's only respecting the Jay-Z because he's a man, but not respecting Sister Beyonce.
She's not She would not have done that to another fellow white woman. The fact that she had her.
But we don't know. We don't know that though.
Well, how do you know that? So you said if Madonna was right there, she would have said hi Madonna, but not hi Beyonce.
Yes, allegedly.
It could have been a Latino woman. It could have been an Asian woman. It could have been anything.
The only reason I disagree with you, Said there, is because Beyonce still is one of the biggest stars on planet Earth. Yes. So I don't think that's a black thing. Like if I think Beyonce's one of the biggest stars in the world. Yep. You get what I'm saying? True. So I don't think that was her being white and going, I'm not talking to you because you're black.
No,
I think so. I see that on a corporate level all the time.
Yeah,
I think that
we don't know. We don't know what I'm saying we don't know what the conversation was. We don't know what context what shit was going down going down prior to that whole her shifting her body weight to kind of be like, hey, I'm here too. Because she could have been talking for a long time. Maybe she actually did talk to Beyonce at one point, and then there was something that,
From what I heard.
Yeah. So what did you hear, Dano?
She can't not acknowledge Beyonce. I have a feeling that there's more to it. There's no way that she was just like, hey there, Jay-Z, how you doing there, buddy? All right, Beyonce, sit the fuck down.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's like that.
I hardly doubt she had blinders on, like she didn't see her. So there must have been some form of a greet, and then, eventually maybe the conversation carried on to something something that maybe only he knew,
Right,
or
right,
she
right,
was
right,
asking
right. No, it's
something.
definitely-
She
You
could
know
have been asking
something,
him
Dano?
something specific.
What do you know, Dano?
What I heard in the streets was that Beyonce and Jay-Z had their drinks provided by, what's her name, Nancy? Nicole?
Oh yeah, one of the owners. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Earlier in the game, she offered to buy them drinks. So
Nice.
there was communication between them.
Okay.
But at that moment, and I don't know where it happened in the game. Did they break down? Was it first quarter? Second
I don't
quarter, after
really know.
halftime?
Who knows?
Again, maybe she was bringing up some propositions to Jay that she didn't think Beyonce
Yeah,
needed
it
to be
was
a
all
part of.
conjecture.
And
Yeah, this could really be
'cause
some.
we're only
just
taking a second.
It's so
real quick, you
hypothetical.
guys. I hate to interrupt, but we have a caller in right now. We got a phone call right now. Caller,
okay.
What is your name and where are you calling from? Let us know.
Is this Alex Thomas?
Yes, this is Alex Thomas. Who's calling?
This is Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
Yes,
How are you?
the
What's up, OB?
Commander in Chief.
I call him OB. What up, boy?
I'm doing good.
How you doing, man?
Just relaxing. I tried to call you last week. They said you weren't in.
Yeah, I was working, man. I had a show last week in Las Vegas, so I wasn't able. As you can see, my boy Sid Brass held down the show last week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wish I would have had said part of my staff when I was in office.
How's Michelle doing?
She's doing great.
Oh, that's good, man.
You know, she's doing great. But I was calling. I was wondering if you had a working number on Steve.
Steve
Kerr, the coach of the Warriors.
Oh, Steve
From
Kerr.
my old team, Chicago Bulls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I do not have a number on him, man. That's one guy I'm not really close with. I'm close, Barack, with a lot of the brothers in the league, but Steve Kerr, I have never was his friend or have his number.
Well, the thing about it, Alex, is you know a lot of people.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
And I was wondering if you can get a hold of Steve's number and see if he's offering any 10-day contracts.
Oh,
let him know I can still shoot.
Oh, okay. That's right. You are a shooter.
I'm definitly a shooter.
Oh, okay.
Just ask Osama bin Laden.
Oh, that's a good one.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
So Barack, what are you saying? You saying you mean to help the Warriors out since KD went down, or what are you
Definitely
talking
got to
about?
help the Warriors out. They're, sometimes the Splash Brothers are not really splashing.
Yeah.
At least at the same time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm one that you give me the ball and I can get it in.
Oh, okay. And I see you're a left-hander too. You shoot. You like a southpaw.
Oh, I'm a southpaw.
Oh, okay.
Always have been. And they said southpaw. I believe you can have said Brass confirm it.
Yes.
Talented people.
Yes. No, that is very true. That is
Very talented.
I saw a couple of videos of you in some of the White House pickup games. Your shot was wet.
Oh man, my shot's wetting like I'm Shaq. And speaking of the White House, I want to announce something.
Yes.
Okay.
Any team that wins, whether it be the Warriors or whether it be
Toronto
Raptors, I know everybody hates Donald. And nobody wants to go to the White House and receive cheeseburgers and Big Macs.
No.
That is true. That is true, man.
So this year, whoever wins the championship can come to my house.
Oh!
Michelle she's making
Very
a
nice.
big pot of gumbo.
Very nice.
It's a pot the size of a Mini Cooper. What? We have just enough for your championship team to come over and eat.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Barack Obama has offered gumbo to the winning team.
Come check me
2019.
out.
Hey, Barack, thanks a lot, man. We really appreciate you calling and supporting the Funny Don't Chop show.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be calling back anytime you let me.
Hey, tell Sasha, Malia, and Michelle we all said hello.
Absolutely. You tell hello, and Legend. I say the same.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Big round of applause. Barack Obama. Number 44. Big round of applause.
Yes. Speaking of Barack Obama, he just did a deal with Spotify for a podcast.
Say what? Yeah. Dude, you are lying to me right now.
You serious?
Yeah, he got a deal with Spotify, man. So it's huge. He's going to have his own little podcast on there. About to change the whole game up.
That is huge.
Oh, that's big there, bro.
He's always talking about tech. They was asking him what was he going to do post, and he's been staying along the lines of saying he was going to go into the tech industry. So I think it's cool that he's starting his own podcast. So, man, maybe we can co-collaborate with him with the
maybe we
gonna be
can.
tough.
Hey, maybe we can, bro.
You know that waiting list is gonna be crazy. It's
Yeah.
already gonna be probably be on Obama's show.
Yeah, so you're gonna be listening to Joe Buttons in the
Right.
first hour, and then the second hour, President Barack Obama.
How dope would that be if
Hilarious.
there's cussing on this show? That's gonna
Oh,
be crazy.
man, that'd be
Look
crazy
forward to
right
that.
there, man.
If Snoop Dogg comes on the show or something, you know they're gonna be smoking.
Oh, of course, of course.
Hey, some other stuff that happened in the news, man. Unfortunately, baseball great legend, 3-time world champ David Ortiz. I don't know if y'all heard about
Yes.
that, but he went back to visit his home company. I mean, his home country of the Dominican Republic. And man, some dude just ran up on him in the restaurant and just shot him. Like literally went through his back and came through his stomach. It was crazy. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard. I got an update on that too, man.
What's
While I
the
was driving
update?
in, man. Yo, they said some drug dealer, Kingpin, he was
Yeah.
sleeping around with the Kingpin's wife.
Yeah.
And that was a hit.
Because that's just kind of crazy, man. When you
Wow.
think that dude, when I tell you right now, he is like one of, if not the biggest star to ever come out of the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And I know him personally because I play in his golf tournament every year. Every November, he does a huge golf tournament in the Dominican, Punta Cana. When I tell you,
Damn.
he lays it out for all of us, all the celebrities, all the athletes. And he's such a great guy. Anybody in pro baseball, if you saw all the tweets, if you saw all the Instagram, when I tell you he's one of the coolest dudes in the game, past, present, and now. So for that to happen, when you give me those stats, because I did kind of hear that, that had to be a hit. Because he's not a dude that was doing anything in a country like that that he's giving back to.
Yeah, you don't just go after that. That's not a random shot.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That's not a random
they
shot.
caught one of the dudes. They beat down one of the dudes. One of them is still at large.
Yeah.
You know what's so?
The DR
Finish what
is
you're saying.
No, I'm just gonna say DR is crazy, man. I
No,
know a lot
it
of
is.
people
It is.
running out there to the
It is.
DR and having,
Brazil's the same way. It's a
having
lot of
bachelor-
violence.
Yep.
Bachelor weekends. But I think people got to be careful with DR.
Yeah,
man.
and another thing before we go to our break, it's unfortunate that you get guys that go back to their countries, go back to their neighborhoods, trying to do good, trying to give back. It almost kind of reminds me of the Nipsey Hussle situation where he gets,
Taken out.
shot in his own neighborhood, giving back to his community, trying to help his community out, and then you get haters and you get people. It's almost like you almost want to say to all of the high-profile celebrities out there, man, I'm not being funny when I say this, you don't want to get caught slipping. You just want to always have security 24/7. And, that's not even guaranteed, but I'm pretty sure nobody could have just walked into a restaurant and just walked up on him like that if there was some eyes and ears.
Absolutely.
They were
not.
actually police officers.
So
So
we're
in the
gonna-
report that I read, they were police officers.
The ones that shot him?
The two guys that shot him were police.
What?
The drug lords in those kind of countries, they got serious power and all
They
that
get away
stuff.
with a lot of shit.
Oh hell no!
But
Yeah,
we
I'm
just
not-
want to wish Big Papi a huge recovery and hope that he gets well soon.
Absolutely,
all right.
absolutely.
So right now we're about to go to a break right here on the Funny
Don't Stop
Show.
You're in the mix with DJ
your boy, DJ Dano. From the Funny Don't Stop Show, right here on Dash Radio, Marcus King presents.
Oh my God, my ears almost blew the fuck out.
On the ones and twos,
my God.
DJ Dano.
DJ Dano, Ghetto Boys.
What I do?
Rest in peace, Bushwick Bill.
Bushwick.
Yes.
Hey, again, we need y'all to give us a call. 310-986-6610. Let me tell you something. We really appreciate all our listeners. We get people hitting us from all over the world.
Oh,
you know how from Maine to Spain.
Yes.
What? Come on, from Alaska to Nebraska. Come on, from Kilago to Chicago. From the Big Apple to the Pineapple. And that's New York to Hawaii.
Yes.
You understand me? The funny don't stop. Yes, that's how we do it. Every
Hoes
single
without instruction is headed for
self-destruction. You understand me? Hoe up or blow up, bitch. You feel me? If I'm putting this money in these other pimp socks, put it in a real pimp sock. You understand me? Get off them other niggas' jocks and get on a real pimp sock. You understand me? I love the way pimps talk.
Yes.
They are just some creative ass people. If you're a pimp, give us a call. 310-986-6610.
Yeah, you know, I grew up with some pimps in my life, man. Being in Chicago, yeah, man. A lot of pimps are like converted ministers now, man.
Yeah, like they say from the pimp, from the pulpit to the pimp stick, right?
Yeah. One of the ministers at my church was a conformed pimp, a reformed pimp. Yeah. And some of the best advice I still tell in his life is pimp lines that a pimp told me.
Yeah, what a pimp tell you?
His name is Pimp Tony?
Tell us what that pimp said.
Hold on, wait, his name was Pimp Tony?
No. His name wasn't Pimp Tony. His name wasn't Pimp Tony.
Oh.
No, just learning about women and getting advice. Because, you know, I'm old school dad, so they don't really tell you about women a lot. But I remember being in the church and always wanting to pick like the fast girls in church.
Right.
But there's one kind of like the other girl that I used to be superintendent of Sunday school, by the way. So
you were the superintendent?
I was superintendent.
Did you have a name badge that said superintendent on it?
Nah, man. I counted the money at 13. I was, man.
You
I
talking about like the tithes in the church
yes,
plate?
my church trusted me that I was at 13.
So you knew Jesus personally.
I was an ordained deacon, dude.
He was super nerd.
He was over the new building. He was over the new building fund.
I have my keys.
He was a baby deacon nigga.
I have my keys and everything.
Baby deacon nigga.
But anyway, the pimp was telling me, yo, you know, the girl that was doing the Sunday school with me, I wasn't really checking. I was checking all like the little street hood girls. And he was, yo, you need to get with the girl that's in, you know, in your Sunday school class. I see y'all teaching together. Y'all get here. Y'all sweep. I wasn't paying her no mind.
That's funny.
And he was like, and I was like, yo, I'm not really feeling her.
She not like, giving me no ass like the other fast girls.
Yeah, right. And I can remember him telling me to this day, man, something that stuck with me, man.
What is that?
Learn to love the one that loves you. That's what a pimp told me.
That's what a pimp told me.
Sometimes in life, you got to learn to love the one that loves you.
You need to paint that on your Instagram, right? Like that. You need to just have your Instagram
That's dope,
out.
though.
Yeah, that's dope. You know.
So what was his name? From Pimpin' Reverend? What was his name?
I'm not going to release his name. I think he following me on Facebook.
Oh, damn. That nigga got a 73-year-old pimp following him on Facebook.
Jesus Christ.
That nigga got a great goatee.
With a goblet. He's got his jeweled goblet.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Goddamn, man.
You feel me? Yeah. Green is for the money. Gold is for the honey. Shout out to Bishop Magic Don Juan.
Shout
man. Preach. Tabernacle.
Chi-Town's finest.
He's a cool dude. I
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a segment that we have every single week called What the Fuck?
Oh, that was
My
good.
girl Dara's in the building. Dara, what's up with some what the fucks this week? Because I know you got them. You got them lined up every week.
What the fuck, you guys? Because I know you just it never gets old. Or maybe I should change it up a little bit. Maybe what the fuck, you guys, and do something different every week.
Fuck you guys.
I wanted to give it what the fuck. First off, I want to give a what the fuck to last week. Okay, so this whole past week, I just got in last night. I spent some time with my cousins up in Northern Cali in the middle of the woods, dead end, like 30 acres of land in the middle of nowhere. It takes 30 minutes just to get to town. Like if you need to get something to eat, snacks, food, you're gonna take a long drive just to get to civilization.
Wow, so you got to do all that ahead of time, knowing that's where you're about to go.
Well, they don't have Uber Eats out there?
No, not at all.
Oh, wow.
Nothing.
Okay.
Do they have Uber toilet tissue for your ass? Or do you have to drive 90 miles to wipe your ass?
You just grab you grab some leaves, you make it happen.
Okay.
If you run out. So I had like my own little guest house, kind of like a cabin lodge type of style, right?
That's cool.
Super dope, right? And, you know, as I'm a big fan, I'm a big nature girl, you know, one with nature and close to nature. I just don't need I don't want nature being close to me, like in my ass and all crawling around my shit. That's the only problem that I had.
Right.
And
you see the animals?
I saw tons of animals. There was a deer in the driveway. It's a long dirt road. And we're just driving around. There's a deer hanging out. There's all kinds of stuff. But what kept on happening to me, my family was laughing at me. They kept on thinking that I was bullshitting and saying that there was no spiders and no things in my room. And they're like, there's nothing in there. What are you talking about? I'm like, every night, I beat the shit out of something with my flip-flop, and I filmed it. I literally murdered 15 different species.
Oh, my God.
No, listen, I'm not taking a chance. There were so many spiders. There's black widows. I mean, there's poisonous.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Black widows bite, don't they?
Hell yeah, they kill you.
They can kill you.
Oh, wow.
So I'm laying in bed every night, and there was this one that I was looking at over my head. And I'm like, man, yeah, just like every night there was something going on. Every time I would come to my room and like I just wanted to go to sleep. I just wanted to go to bed, and I was battling this shit every day. Savvy's hand, he's doing the fucking spider.
A black widow can really kill you. Hell yeah. See, I grew up in South Central LA, so the only black widows was chicks that really lost their husbands to gang violence.
Oh my God.
You're hilarious.
That was fucking brilliant. Alex,
what was y'all doing out in the woods? Were y'all doing tabernacles?
Were you naked and afraid?
That's what y'all were doing? Y'all were doing tabernacles out there?
No tabernacles. I was just getting away from society. My niece, she had her graduation from high school, so I wanted to go and see everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my Ross family out there. So we were having a great time. It was super relaxing. We got to pick everything from the gardens and eat everything fresh, and it was a lot of fun.
What happened?
So
what the fuck?
So what the fuck that I was? Actually, I know, right?
And then there was cherries and there was apples, and then we also saw some lima beans. They were really cool. The asparagus look amazing up there. What the fuck, asparagus?
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck to the spiders? And they were always attacking.
The butterflies have 11 wings up there. It's amazing.
Exactly.
No.
But what's ridiculous is actually when I was at the airport last night, I was in Sacramento last night. I'm telling you, I was always getting followed by shit.
I saw a squirrel that was missing a tooth. It was amazing. No, okay, I'm gonna stop.
No, that's fucking hilarious. I love it. No, I love it. Please, I encourage it. No, but even when I was leaving the airport and I'm sitting in an airport, okay, and I'm looking at the planes on the outside of the window, just killing time before I'm getting ready to board a flight, there's a fucking spider on the glass there looking at me.
So the spider followed you home?
On a tarmac. It was like, it was just so,
That's
I'm going to
crazy.
put together a comedy montage of
No,
like
you
all
really
the shit
need
that I
to.
killed, shit with,
No, you need to definitely bring up the Black Widow on Southwest.
My aunt found 2 scorpions in her pants.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm fucking out. Then I went to
Wow.
my other cousin's house. He's
Wow.
in Grass Valley, and there's all kinds of shit out
Never
there
do
too.
a show there, Alex.
Yeah, no, I won't be going to Grass Valley.
Get tarantulas up your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
When you in the green room.
Exactly. The only wild thing that I'll accept is a one-eyed trouser snake. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
MG.
Wow. I'm sure it's a python.
Yeah, exactly.
Or an anaconda.
Exactly.
Or black mamba.
Savvy. Look here, filthy animal.
Snakes on the plane? Was there snakes on the plane? Motherfucking snakes on the plane.
There was one snake on a plane.
Okay.
Okay, so another what the fuck that I got for you. Okay, so I was reading this random post, right, about a veterinary doctor. And this doctor was telling a story about a woman who came into the vet with her cat that turned out to be pregnant, right? The owner of the cat was so adamant that that it was impossible for this female cat to be pregnant because she was strictly an indoor cat. Upon further questioning, she admitted that there was an intact tomcat, like a male cat, also living in the same house, but that he couldn't possibly have done it because he was the female cat's brother. What a fucking moron.
No, there's incest in that little cat family is what it was.
That's what it is.
But the fact that the lady was so adamant, she's like,
he got him some pussycat is what he did.
That's exactly what happened.
The fact that this lady was so adamant, she's like, it's impossible. There's no way that this cat is pregnant.
And you know what would have been amazing if there was videotape footage of him hitting the pussy.
I would have died.
That's your sister.
Honestly. If I was that vet, I would have stabbed myself with a needle filled with ketamine.
Exactly.
And go
Why
to,
do cats
and go to
sound
sleep.
like they're killing themselves when they fucking?
I don't know.
How do they sound, Savvy?
You really want to know?
Yeah, I really want to know how they sound.
Bad. Just all kinds
Ladies
of
and
bad.
gentlemen, big round of applause. Savvy, amusing.
Savvy.
Two cats fucking.
Music.
Anybody know? Fact man. Anybody know why they sound like they dying when they fucking?
Man, I don't know that.
What does that sound like?
They dying when they fucking?
Yeah, tell us what that sounds like. Ladies and gentlemen, Savvy of Music. Big round.
Savvy,
he'll be here all week.
I'm like Savvy. No, that wasn't. No, that wasn't your strongest. I love it.
Hey.
I love.
Give us another
we
what
fuck
the
with each other all
fuck.
the
Give
time.
us another what the fuck.
We text each other. Okay. So anyway, last what the fuck that I have for you guys. So a man 30 years old by the name of Brian Dwayne Stewart was arrested for trying to stab his neighbor with a machete. Right, but. Guess what's this, you know, the oh so ridiculous part really and made it so special is that he actually was trying to stab somebody with a machete with the word kindness written on the handle.
Nice.
Jesus. Wow. So he was trying to kindly kill somebody.
Yeah, so according to the police report, a neighbor overheard Stewart yelling the phrase, kill him with kindness.
Wow.
Kill him with kindness.
Now,
isn't that a sweet way to
kill
approach
them
killing
with
somebody?
kindness.
Isn't that a sweet way to? Isn't that a sweet approach to kill somebody?
Wow.
I mean, really? He
Where
had a machete with the word kindness on the handle.
Hit her with that sound effect,
wow,
DJ Dano.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
How do you, I mean,
well, that sounds like some, what's his name? The dude that just, what's the dude in the 60s and he just got killed or they cremated him in prison. The famous guy in the 60s.
Manson?
Charles Manson.
I was gonna say
Charles Manson was from 60s?
No.
Yes.
He wasn't from rolling 60s.
I said in the 60s.
Oh, in.
Hilarious.
You know what's so funny? I don't even feel like you were trying to be funny.
Right, he was dead serious.
He was dead serious. He was like, that nigga used to live up in 59th Crenshaw.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because he said, what's the name of the famous dude in the 60s? So I'm thinking like, okay, who was famous, lived in the 60s? Then he said Manson. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell?
They used to call him Neighborhood Charlie.
Yeah,
Neighborhood Charlie.
Savvy had his
NBC cuz. Neighborhood Charlie cuz.
Savvy legit just had his first blonde moment.
I did.
Welcome to the club.
But that is real comedy. You got another one? You got another one? Or are you good?
You know,
Yeah, you had another secret
I got
one you didn't
a
tell
bunch of
everybody.
them.
You got what the fuck?
A lot of black men been getting killed and slain by cops. Of course, I got plenty of what
Give
the
us
fuck.
a what the
what
fuck
the fuck
said.
is going on in society when black men can't walk down the streets every day?
That's
What's going on in
ridiculous.
society when black women can't walk up and down the
It's
streets
ridiculous.
every day?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna have my.
It happened to my guy.
I'm not gonna
That's
have
all right.
my Malcolm X moment because I know y'all think get.
But that's all right. Look,
No,
give
it's
us
okay.
one. What's the latest? What's the latest in the news that's been happening, man?
Man,
Talk to us.
you know what? I've been reshaping my Instagram and reshaping my identity, man. So I'm going with
To not be so angry?
I'm going with positive energy. I'm going with positive energy, man. And I'm going to talk about the successes in life. You know, we were talking about the black woman that actually got the scholarship to NASA in Houston, you know, that raised
was
the money
awesome.
on GoFundMe.
Exactly.
So shout out to
Awesome.
that sister being able to raise $8,000 to get her to go to our
the NASA program.
Yeah, to our internship. So I am going to be shifting my narrative. I'm gonna still call out our
Right.
colonizers.
I've never
on the things
done
that they
a
do.
GoFundMe. Has anyone in here ever done a GoFundMe? And does the shit
No.
work?
It does work.
Does anybody know anybody that's done anything GoFundMe wise
Yes.
and it did work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you tell me how? What did they ask for? I mean,
I
because
think
it just
he-
seems
I
when
know
you're
somebody
asking
who-
strangers
I think
for money.
I know somebody he asked for, I think $15,000. I think he got 20. He finished his independent film.
Yeah.
From strangers.
For funerals.
From strangers.
Yeah.
And that lady that went to the NASA program, I heard she got the $8,000 in 24 hours.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
Yeah.
Man, you seen all kind of, like you said, films, all kind of projects. Last week was talking about it. It was,
Cancer awareness or-
for a funeral.
Life tragedies,
Because, you know,
yeah.
instead of standing out on the streets with somebody with the sign of auntie and grandma and I can't raise money for the funeral, a lot of people raise money for funerals.
So
over
now you could just
social
do it on
media.
your couch now and just sit there and wait.
Yeah. One thing that Doc just said that he gained me on because often when I started getting my numbers better a few years ago on Instagram, I would have a few people hit me up, and you know, one lady was like, "Well, man, my dog was injured by another dog, attacked him, and I'm trying to pay the bills or whatever." Everything seemed to be like on a sad thing, but when you just mentioned that somebody was able to raise money for independent film, I didn't know people would actually help you out with something you wanted personal. So now that's new to me.
Yeah, it's the credo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
You gotta have passion behind it.
TLC did that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right, with their
TLC,
taxation.
TLC was putting together an album and they did a crowdfunding. I think they got like $300,000 and they finished.
Are you serious?
They finished
So
their
is it a
album.
pride thing? Because certain people you think, I'm gonna just use TLC for an example. You go, okay, this is a platinum selling group. Obviously, they've overcome diversity, tragedies in their careers, this and that. But you think, okay, they sold a certain amount of albums. I guess Is it a pride thing to ask somebody, yo, man, I need such and such amount for this project? Won't people hit you back with, nigga, I'm watching your ass on TV right now.
No.
Nigga, help me with my light bills. You know what I mean?
No, people are not going to do that, man. Everybody want to be a part of something, man. They want to be a part of a movement, man. And that's what we're able to do with reality TV and things of that nature. People want to be a part of the movement.
You know what? You might have heard something because you know what? I'm going to say this on live in front of everybody. And I could have kept this to myself, but y'all done fucked around and talked me into it. I think, so for example, I'm ready for my next 1 hour comedy special.
Okay.
My next 1 hour comedy special is going to be called The Funny Don't Stop.
You should do it.
Straight clown.
I already know how I want to do it, where I want to shoot it, and I'm just ready. And I really feel like my fans and people that love me, that are like, yo, you've been one of the funniest dudes for a whole lot of years. Yeah. When is your next hour special coming? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm ready to do it like yesterday. But I need that money to shoot that special, how I want to shoot it, with the producers I want, with where I want to shoot it. So I think I might mess around and start a GoFundMe. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Let's do it, man. No doubt.
I'm dead serious. Whoever can help me put that together, I just want to try it and say that I did it. And guess what? When I shoot that comedy special, that next 1 hour special, that's going to be a big shout out to everybody that pitched in to help this out. Because guess what? I'm not sitting around waiting for HBO. I'm not sitting around waiting for Netflix. I'm not sitting around waiting for Showtime. Nothing against any of them, because I hope they're the ones that buy it once we shoot it.
There you go.
Yeah, damn
but
right.
I think I'm going to try that. I think
Why not?
I'm really
You
going
have
to try
tons
it.
of
And what you
support.
do is with the GoFundMe, you know, a lot of these projects, the incentive, you know, obviously is what you're working on for your project, but giving back and giving them a copy of everything, and everyone gets, you know, if it's merch, you know, everyone gets a hat.
It's
all about the story.
Yeah, they get some kind of equity in the
they
project.
get something back.
Merchandise or something.
I want whoever wants to help me with that.
Come on, man.
Honestly,
we all family.
What's the other one said? There's another one. It's GoFundMe, and then the other one is
Nigga, give me some money.
Right,
There's
that one.
Kickstarter.
There's another one called Break Me Off Something Proper Like.
Kickstarter. Kickstarter.
Wait. What was that one?
I said there's another one called Break Me Off Something Proper Like.
No, but Eric Sermon did with Kickstarter. He did something with, you know,
I want to give that a shot. I really want to try that just for the hell of it. Just and anybody that's watching right now, remember that you saw it and you heard it here first. I think I'm gonna do that. I just want to fucking. I just want to try it out.
I would do a quick sizzle too, Alex, or make people feel embodied by it. I think those are always the best GoFundMes, when people can see like a little quick sizzle.
A little sizzle reel?
A little sizzle or something saying, yo, everybody, or a little something. But we can conceptualize.
Well, here's my last question. Last question. I'm asking everybody as a family. Do I need to say how much I need?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you got to have a goal. Yeah, you got to have a goal.
So when I tell them $1.9 million, they're not going to.
Holy, Alex, I got 5 on it.
They're going to be like, kiss my black ass, Alex Thomas. Wait, speaking of money, I got to bring this out because I just saw this in the news. The Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II, she's actually, and this just proves everybody, no matter who you are, is trying to get your numbers up, all right? So the Queen is actually trying to get her numbers up with her social media, and she's actually looking to hire a social media person.
Why?
And I'm about to tell you, she's offering $38,000 for a year. And so I just want to know that, and I broke it down. That kind of comes out to like $3,200 a month.
Wait. The Queen of England is asking for $38,000 or
no.
pounds?
She's going to
pay somebody to
whatever,
do that.
38,000 pounds or whatever,
Yeah,
3,200 pounds a month. Whether you from here, there, whatever. She's like 80 years old, and she already has like 6 million followers.
She's trying to get it up.
She's trying to get it up. I guess she's trying to get them Ariana Grande numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? No, wait, Alex, she's trying to get them Trump numbers.
Yeah, you know, I guess
he got like 60 million followers.
Yeah.
But here's a funny thing about Trump's Twitter. He's got 60 million followers, but when you go to his site or his Twitter feed, he only follows 47 people.
Wow.
And wait, and of the 47, 23 of them are Trump properties, his family.
Of course.
So he only follows like 12 people.
But I swear to God, Donald Trump. Yeah, exactly.
He has no friends.
I swear to God, Donald Trump be on Instagram more than the Kardashians. Like Twitter. I don't give a fuck. He be on it. Like, you know what I mean?
Twitter. He's Twitter hard.
So you know, we don't have a press secretary anymore, so we don't even have press conferences anymore. That's our press conferences is Twitter.
Yeah, it's through Twitter, bro.
No. So I guess I'm asking everybody right now. So for $38,000 for the year, $3,200 a month, I'm just wondering, like, who who wants to put in their resume?
Come on,
Sign up.
Shit,
I'll do it. Why
Would
not?
you do it?
Why not? That'd be hilarious. It'd be comedy. I would do it for the absolute comedy of it.
Would you really?
Yeah, why not? It's hilarious.
Savvy, what about you? Would you help the queen out with her numbers?
Yeah, man.
Put it towards my project.
I definitely help out the queen.
yeah.
Take me to the queen. Shit. I do it in a heartbeat.
Say it. What do you think?
I'm cool on that, man.
Why is that? Tell me why.
What? You just an arm for propaganda to the people. Why would you want to do that job? You want to be somebody giving propaganda to the people out there? Because that's all you're going to be doing. Spewing.
He's like
Wait, but this
Savvy's like, I don't care.
You know what I thought Sam was going to do? I am not trying to help an English colonizer.
Right, that's what I thought he was going to say.
Well, Said, I don't know if I'm going to piss all you guys off, but Queen Elizabeth II, if you're listening, I am your dude. I would get her numbers up quick as a motherfucker.
Yes, you would.
I already got ideas. First of all,
what would you do? What would you do, Alex?
First of all, I'd put a blunt in her mouth. Have her wear a Snoop Dogg doggy style t-shirt while she's riding a skateboard. Singing "Living My Best Life."
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Nigga, she will get 10 million followers in less than 8 hours.
Oh, she'd be lit.
Yeah,
amazing.
and I would be getting paid, and London would love my black ass.
And wait, you gotta throw in. You gotta throw in. She has to take a selfie and a whole bit. You know.
Oh, while she's on the skateboard
yeah.
with the blunt in her mouth with the Snoop Dogg
with a
t-shirt.
selfie stick.
Come on now.
I tell her to get a land back. Because, England used to be run by black people.
There we go.
Give this land back to the black people.
We need to figure out a segment. I think I'm going to call it the extra black segment. And we need to come up with some. I'm joking. I'm thinking out loud right now how I come up with jokes. We need to figure out an extra black segment. Raul, I need you to do some crazy artwork with like a black fist. A Black Panther with Said's face on top of the panther. How dope would that be? A Black Panther with his face, because he's the same complexion as the panther, right? With a black fist and like some goddamn with a bass. How low with some what was that rap group name? Public Enemy music. And just call it the extra black segment.
Extra black.
Man,
that would be dope. That would be great for the ratings.
I'm serious. A lot of people don't know England used to be ran by black people.
What are you talking
about?
Which
is very true. I'm not gonna lie.
No, seriously, the
original
family that ruled England were black. If you study the name, the etymology of England, land of black.
Tell them about the etymology, brother.
Land of black.
I don't know what etymology is, but tell them about it. Hey, tell them about the edamame too.
The original Brits were black, man. You talk about the Moors, the Moor movement, the black people. The Stuart family who ran England were black people. The Stuarts were black.
So
you know what? I don't doubt anything he says. I feel like he's really knows.
So what happened?
Yeah, what happened with the Stuarts?
Well,
hold on.
Fact man.
Well, they came out the caves and, they start walking upright off of fours and they came and overthrew us. They did this in ancient Egypt all the time. We were a welcome society. We didn't fortify any of our lands. So we would welcome and share knowledge of any people from outside areas and come and share information. Just like we did with the colonizers coming here. The Indians came in. Okay, we'll show you how to do corn. So we've always been those type of people. And then we actually got overthrown. So
what does Moor mean?
Moor actually means black.
Really?
Yes.
How do you spell? Is it a different type of spelling?
As opposed to take more
or get more.
M-O-O-R. It means black.
I was watching. Do you remember the movie The Black Knight?
Yeah.
Okay, there was
with Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, so there was a part where Martin was I guess he was disrespecting one of the knights,
and he said,
and he told him, he's like, you mind your tongue, Moor.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, what? Yeah. What does that mean?
That's dope that you brought that up.
You go back to Shakespeare.
So he really does know his shit.
Yes, he does.
This nigga knows
everything. Moor means black. You go back to Shakespeare and you
hold on, stop.
Othello.
He can tell you the distance from Jupiter to Long Beach. You think I'm bullshit? This nigga knows everything.
Nah, I don't.
Jupiter to Long Beach. Damn.
Nah, for real, man. You look at Shakespeare. The characters were black. Even in Shakespeare, when you talk about Othello, they call him the Blackamoor.
Yeah.
And in Shakespeare, Othello, the Moors were black people. When you even look at all of the images, when you go over there, were black people. All the shields.
And Othello was from 105th and Main.
Now he just told me that Manson was from 60s, and now he's telling me Othello was from 105th and Main. I don't believe nobody but say it right now.
Hey, speaking of all this stuff, I'm just gonna get on to this next subject, man. Shout out, and this is my no excuses moment, because I feel like in life, I know I have it in my family. I'm just gonna be honest, and I'm pretty sure we all got people in our families right now. How many of us in here right now know people, let's just be real, that are full of fucking excuses?
Oh, everyone knows him.
I got it in my family. I know people that like, dude, all you do is complain and have excuses. You know, you can't sit in this life and just complain and blame other people. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to make shit happen in life.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't blame other people.
So this is my no excuses moment. This young lady by the name of Jessica Cox. She's a young lady. She can scuba dive. She can do taekwondo. She can drive a car, and she can now fly airplanes.
Amazing.
Oh, that's amazing.
Here is the catch.
Yeah, get the catch.
Jessica ain't got no arms.
That's right.
That's
Did y'all hear what she can do?
Yes.
She can scuba dive, taekwondo, drive a car, and she can now fly an airplane. And she has no arms. If that's not motivation to get up off your lazy ass and make things happen, I don't know what else is.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Doc?
Not a damn thing.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I'm slipping.
That should have
Yeah,
been
I'm slipping.
That's incredible.
in the what the fuck segment.
Right, you know what I mean?
That's
And
amazing.
I just love when people with disabilities can do amazing things because it's serious motivation to make you kind of like reevaluate your life.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is something like so off the subject, but on the subject. I'll never forget when I bought my first house. You know, being in this Hollywood game and being around all these guys that had super huge mansions and crazy homes, I was always under the impression like, dude, why am I the only one out of all my friends that doesn't have a house? You know, and I'm renting. I'm not knocking anybody that's renting. But when I saw a dude that I knew that wasn't even close to as funny as me, he didn't have close to as much money to me. When he got a house, I subliminally was like, nigga, I'm about to get me a house. Whenever there's a will, there's a way. There's got to be a way.
You call it into the universe.
Yeah, you got to speak it into existence. Like, and even like when I talk about like Fetty Wap, we all know who Fetty Wap is, right?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
It was some classic parties at your house too, Alex.
Oh yeah, I had some classic parties.
Classic parties.
I was a wild and crazy guy before I got married.
Man.
Yes,
stories we cannot retell.
Yeah,
ever.
and I'm happy that Mr. Marcus didn't tell us about those stories. Shout out to Mr. Marcus. Yeah, but like you take somebody like rapper like Fetty Wap, like right, this dude has been triple platinum, right, and he only got one eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like Bushwick.
Just like Bushwick was the first one-eye nigga, and it's okay. We can joke about that because those niggas both love me.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Does Method has one eye too?
Nah.
Method Man?
Yeah.
Meth, nah.
What the hell made you think he had one eye?
Nah.
I don't know.
He had a character.
You look like a nigga would have one eye. I don't even know.
He had a character. I think
There's
you
in a
kind
video.
of
Yeah, you know where I got it from, right?
Oh, because he did the little one eye like blue or blunt. Like
So I thought he was blind and he just
he was just looking like a crazy nigga.
Oh, okay.
But let's go back to Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap, what's crazy is like I see people that complain they can't get deals or the industry ain't fucking with me or I'm not cute enough or this nigga got one eye and crazy part he got 6 baby mamas.
Yeah.
Okay, I know niggas with 2 eyes that don't get that much pussy. Do you understand? And you know the crazy thing about Fetty Wap? The crazy thing about Fetty Wap, you know he is inspiring other disability niggas out there right now going like this nigga can do it. Trust me, it's somebody in the studio right now with one ear. One ear. And he about to do it. And he about to do a hit single called I Heard That. And he's gonna be the first rapper sponsored by A Beat by Dre.
Not Beats.
Beats. Because the Beats is two ears, nigga.
Right.
He says, Beat by Dre. He gonna be all I need is one ear, one ear.
All I need is one ear, one ear.
All I need is one ear, one ear. Can you hear me now?
One ear.
All I need is one mic.
Hey, you guys, I think it is time. Is it time to wrap up?
Can I tell you something really quick?
That's what she said.
Real quick, Darren.
I gotta tell you something really quick. So just to piggyback on what you're saying about people with disabilities and there's no excuses. Years ago, I was taking a modern dance course, and there was a girl in our class who had cerebral palsy, and she was in her wheelchair and she was just scooting
dancing
around,
her ass off.
you know, just doing twirls.
Was she twerking in her?
She was twerking in her chair. She was
wheelchair?
Her and I would tell dirty
gas
jokes all the
break
time.
dips. Okay, yeah.
She was a great sport. We had so much fun. I would literally like pull on her arm and like put one leg over her chair and like.
Did she have a big booty in the chair? I'm just curious.
She had a great ass. She had a great ass.
Okay.
But we had a good time, and she would always laugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on.
No
one more time before we go. Darren, let them know where they can find you.
Only one Dara. ONLY, the number 1.
Savvy.
DARA.
I like you.
Follow me on
that's how we ended.
Instagram at savvy_music.
Yes,
Said
you
Brass.
you can check me out at Said with a S, SEDBRASS.
And DJ Dano.
Yeah, I am DJ DANNO on all the socials, straight across the platform, and my website, djdano.com.
That's what's up, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. You can catch me also at Funny Man Alex Thomas. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Funny Don't Stop Show. Hey, another one in the books.
Yeah, let's go.
Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop.